Salute. I know people are just now probably seeing the live, so I'm gonna wait for somebody to come in, chop it up. But yeah, night riding until I get seen the YouTube streets, some of it, but not all of it. Still gotta catch a couple of lives and watch them. Yeah, salute to anybody who comes in. What should I address? I should address. Oh yeah, losing my wrench. Is I gonna address losing my wrench? I don't know if you guys can hear me, but salute to whoever hit the like button and who's ever in the chat. Salute to you. I can't really see you yet, but yeah, I didn't. Speaking about the wrench or anything of that nature, the wrench is all about building your YouTube channel. You know, you can drop your link and people can see in the chat where they can subscribe to you. I salute to KB, Ears, TPK, Iceberg Thoughts, and all the other homies around the world who make content that's good that I actually follow. So I want to say salute to them. And yeah, I'm just doing a night ride. I'm actually heading back from my old lady's crib. So night riding back. Spent the time with her. Don't really have too much time for YouTube when you're spending time with the genuine ones. So rather cut YouTube off and actually spend time. I was wrapping presents. My mom's birthday is on the 13th, so she's gonna be the next person that I'm gonna be thinking about. But yeah, there's a lot of. I know BGT. She's the one who is on the receipt block, or if anything, she hasn't been showing the receipts. But there's a lot of got her own video already, where it's the proof is in the pudding, where like people just set narratives and they cape for their audience. But I never really thought of YouTube as being a place where you can't just make your own content. That's why you have to know the difference between, a content creator and then an actual sector, a YouTube sector. Because in the YouTube sector, you can have a person who's making content, but they'll be live doing it while they could be in the mix with a whole nother sector, or they could have beef going, or they could simply just be, uploading content. And when you're in a sector who says up your receipts, I mean, that's something you just got to do. I've seen a lot of people who were setting narratives, but then they would say somebody else said it or somebody else was at fault, but then they wouldn't up no receipts. So that I simply just couldn't respect. So, I mean, for me personally, I know I said I was going to do like gaming on my channel, but I'm still like feeling that maybe if I do any gaming, it'll probably just be like my shorts, or I'll just actually upload the content because I know that my subscribers are very attentive. I hope you guys can hear me because the audio could be messed up or whatever the case may be. But if you guys can hear me, salute to you. I am on the way back. I think I got like an hour and maybe like some change. So yeah, I decided to go live. Salute to Sister T, salute to all of my mods. I appreciate you guys. And I know that you guys work hard at what you guys do. Some of my mods, they mod for other channels, Some don't, but I still salute you guys because, I mean, you decided to follow me, and I know you don't have to. I did see that I lost a follower today, and then I gained it back. I don't know who it was because, like I said, I was off of YouTube. I was chiming in somewhat, but not as much as I am. But on Monday, I start my new job, so I'm kind of geeked about that. And I want to make more things happen as far as my goals, like my credit score being at a 717. It's still going up. At first, it was 468, and I had to, persevere and be disciplined. So, uh, with the world turning the way it is now, and everything just playing out how it is, I really don't try to focus on anyone else's platter besides mine. And like it's really that simple. Or focus on my family and whatever they got going on, people who actually genuinely care about me, because I get that there's a lot of subliminal messages in the mix, and when you come across them, you literally just have to either take them for what they are, ignore them, or level up. I made a video about this. My video was called Four Signs, Four Things You Should Do When You See or Acknowledge, subliminal messages. So make sure you guys check that out. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. I appreciate whoever liked the video already, and whoever chimed in with me, because I'm still driving home, but I do have a journey to go on. So I'm just making my rounds, making my way, I guess. But salute to KB, because he was one of the people who inspired me most to build a YouTube channel. I never really found myself as a content creator. I was just coming to YouTube for like the information, or just something to do, I guess. Just like the next. But within that time span, I did see that a lot of people were snakes, and that's why you have to keep your grass cut, because it'll be easier to see the snakes. And for me, I'm always like, I want to say solo dolo, or with my family. It's either one or two, because I'm an introverted person. I always felt like I didn't need a lot of people around me to be in my own element, so I like to do my own thing. When I was in high school, I came to a conclusion very early. I want to say around like sophomore year, where I realized when I was in the junior ROTC that people are going to, graduate high school, and then they're going to go about their own lives, which is, what everyone else did. So I'm going to consider it a given. And like it helped me realize like I couldn't really focus on anybody else besides what I had going on. So that's who I am. The ring that I wear a lot is my state championship ring. It's humbling. It's a humbling experience, because I actually met two individuals who went to the NFL, and they were like celebrities in high school, but I went to a different high school my first 3 years, which was called Indian Trail. And that's when I was in the ROTC. I was a staff sergeant when I left, but my freshman through junior year, I was there, and I was basically, learning how to be more disciplined, because when I was in middle school, I was like a class clown. And basically, I didn't really take school serious. My GPA was a 2.5, I think. And once a teacher told me, like, once you go to high school and you fail a class, you have to repeat it. It was something that always stuck in the back of my head. I graduated in 2013, but basically what I'm trying to say is, um, when I left uh, high school, my GPA could have been better, but it was a 3.1, and it made me take, everything more serious, and, stay in my own lane. As far as I know, once people graduate, they're going to go about their own uh, life and their own life journey. So getting back to the ring, yeah, the two players that I actually went to high school with, I was in practice with them and everything, was Melvin Gordon. He's a running back, and the other person was Trey Waynes. He's a cornerback, and I don't know where Trey plays now, but I believe Melvin is still on the Denver Broncos. But I could be wrong. I'll have to double check. But basically, it was showing me that the world is small, um, and like you have celebrities like right here in front of you. I've been uh, what was it? I played backyard football with Melvin, and then it was like interesting seeing him actually go into the NFL. So I thought that was pretty dope and humbling, because it's like if one person can do it, then that means you could do it too. And that was like simply like the message. It just determines how hard you're willing to work. Uh, and make sure you guys check out my other videos. I have one video I just recently uploaded it, was uh, what a real friend does and constructive criticism. Because I get, like, in this world now, everybody is so sensitive to like the smallest things, but then they don't want to be accountable for those exact things. So I never really got that, but I mean, that's what makes everyone an individual, because they have a mind of their own. Um, and big salute to TPK, because I know I shared one of his posts where he was actually showing, like, okay, here's a person setting narratives, but then it's like she's not being accountable for it. So we literally live in a world of like people who pick and choose their selective outrage, and I mean it's just strictly like that straightforward, literally. But having a twin brother, um, I never really needed friends. I always chose them because I was always a family first or a family oriented type of person, and that's just who I am. I seen the good, the bad, and ugly. I'm a Gemini with a twin brother, so it was next level, but at the same time, it's dope at the same time, because it's like you don't really have to um, worry on that end. You can actually have somebody that's in your corner, and you know that they're not trying to uh, hate on you just because you're you, or whatever the case may be. Now, granted, we had hiccups, ups and downs, but at the same time, it's still all love, because it's like we were raised right. And I always feel like there's room for improvement, including myself. Like, I know I have other things that I need to improve on, but for the most part, with my father getting killed when I was 5 months and 8 days old, I do appreciate my mom doing the best that she could, because losing a best friend at a while you were, just newly pregnant, or just, hold on, get over it. Just newly having birth, she did the best that she could for me, my twin, and my other brothers, even though they're half brothers. She did the best that she could to keep us out of harm's way. So I definitely want to give back to my mom. She has lupus, so I'm her caregiver. I'm one of them. Um, and I feel like I owe my 27 years back to her. It's literally that simple because you only get one mom. Um, and in my family, everything is everything because certain things could get dysfunctional, but at the same time, it's like whatever you bring to the table, people are going to see the light, or, you know, how do I put it? They're literally just going to do them. So, I mean, it's really important that you focus on your own platter. I'm starting to see even more as I'm, growing. Even as a YouTuber, it's like people have these narratives, but it's up to you to either like prove them wrong or, justify them. I know it was a lot of people talking down on my name, but then they didn't realize like I wasn't going to be emotional about it. I was just going to be very logical because I really am a black and white person. And I understand a lot of people see stuff in color. But for me, I understand that if you have a logical mindset, you will be, uh, with logic, there's emotion. So you can't really get butthurt about anything. It's more like just got to be accountable, which I'm willing to do because I understand a lot of people don't want to be accountable. Um, they tend to point point their hand at somebody else instead of looking at the person in the mirror, and that's what I'm not trying to do. I'm more of I'm gonna be accountable for anything that had to do with me and whatever the case may be. So there's a city, but it's kind of like snow. It's not snowing. It's raining, foggy. So if you tapped in, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe. Um, like I said, I'm KnightRidin. I'm just literally making it back or making it. I hope you guys can hear me too. But basically, yeah, I just been saying like some people they take accountability and then some people they don't. Crystal, I see you. Salute to you. Definitely gonna drive safe. I mean, I see. Oh shit. I Something that I promised myself was when I'm driving, I literally try to stay on point because I understand that being a defensive driver, you literally have to drive for everybody else. So I'm always constantly scanning and checking to see like who's doing what. But when you are on the road, just make sure you're like if you're moving with a sense of urgency, you just gotta watch the back of the tires of a car, and it'll help you dictate your pace. But I mean, I feel like that's a common sense thing. I don't really feel like people don't know how to drive when it's almost 2023. But yeah, I just wanted to go live because I was night riding back home. Let me see if I can show you guys some of the city before I get out of here. It's not that bad. But no, big salute to everybody who comes and check out the video. Salute to my mods, most definitely. Um, Krista Williams, big salute to you. I know you've been rocking with me for a while, homie. So definitely had to give you a mod stick. I remember it was one time where like I had everybody in my chat. They all had mod sticks or whatever the case may be because I thought that everybody should be able to follow whoever they wanted to. And then I seen like all of this snake behavior going on. And then I was like, okay, yeah, all of this has to come to an end. And then I had to take and remove some mod sticks, even for people who were saying they were victims, but then they didn't own up to any, anything that they did. There's a live that I was checking on today where it's like I have the proof is in the pudding as far as like what is it? What is it, homie? It's yeah, TPK. He had a live, and Barbie Boy Troy was on there saying that she had beef with, or she what did she say? She said that Sister T side of the people had beef with her, and she just said somebody was typing it in the chat. So she didn't really say a name to it or anything, but I was actually looking over the live today, so that's gonna be one of the lives that I'm gonna see if I can StreamYard it and then just go over it, because I have some of these people blocked or they got me blocked from different chats, so I can't really see the other names or whatever the case may be. But I think it's funny because it was like these people are denying the fact, but then it's like the proof is right there. You can see them setting their narratives and not being accountable, and that's just, I guess, YouTube, I guess. But in the long run, it's like receipts will always be, documentation will always be conversation. It's literally that simple. So um, that's why I want to say salute to KB, salute to Sister T, and ears to the streets, because they were people who helped influence me on making my YouTube channels. Like I have videos where it was like I was starting to get the plays, but then once I started blocking these people, I didn't even pay attention to them anymore because I thought they were irrelevant. Literally, I only cared for the people who didn't cross me. So once a person crosses me, then I literally just look at them with the side eye, and then I just, either just go about my business or don't focus on them. Right? It's just literally that simple. Like if you don't like a person, then why would you continue like trying to be in their mix or focused on them? That, to me, that's just illogical. So um, I'm starting to get where Ears is coming from when he says these people are wabbits, because it's like people will throw the rock and then hide their hand. They will set the narrative and then play victim. So then they're in chats talking about you, and then they act like they don't know exactly what's going on. So that's literally what I can't respect. Um, and I'm not even trying to get long-winded or anything of that nature. It's just like this is literally what's happening. And I'm starting to see it. So salute to all of my day ones, and salute to anybody that I'm rocking with, because I know it's for a reason. It's not for just shits and giggles, I guess. But no, as far as driving, I always tried to stay, on point, because I started driving at a young age, not necessarily like operating a real car. I want to say I was around like 9 or 10, and then that's when I developed like, a sense of awareness. Only because when I was young, me, my twin, we had a best friend in Illinois. We was living in the suburbs at the time. Um, who went camping in like Wisconsin or whatever the case may be, and we went go-karting or whatever the case may be, and that's when we first started driving like and operating. I want to say like, yeah, we started off with go-karts. Just trying to get to the point. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we went on a camping trip or whatever the case may be, and they had go-karts in the area, so we always wanted to go every time we went camping. And when we went, we would race or whatever the case may be, and I literally would either come in first, second, or third, and I was driving against like adults, and my twin, he was driving too, so it was like always a competitiveness. And ever since then, it was like I knew how to drive at a high rate of speed, and then it made me more of a defensive driver. Like when I got more comfortable with operating the actual vehicle. So my promise that I made myself was to always be on point or be a defensive driver when I'm driving in traffic, because I get that you always have to think for someone else, or some person can't be paying attention. Like there's literally traffic because someone else is watching an accident that either happened or is about to happen, and then it's like it slows down the traffic. So for me, I always kept my distance, or didn't make sure I made sure I wasn't tailgating another person, because I understand that there's only a few seconds where you have time to react. But I mean, that's just me. I don't know if it's like a sixth sense or anything, because obviously it's just driving. But long story short, yeah, we started when we were like 9 or 10, and then we took trips. And there was a one trip when we went to Cali. Me and my twin brother, we did 120 miles per hour for like 3 hours. We didn't get flicked or anything, and then they actually caused the ticket that we got on the way back because I was asleep. My brother, unfortunately, he was doing 100 in an 80 mile per hour zone, and then we got flicked that way. But I was asleep, and then I remember sharing this story on my live. But basically, I was asleep, and I woke up to the police behind us. I already knew what time it was because I heard the ridges on the side of the shoulder, and yeah, we had tickets. I literally came back from $2,000 worth of tickets, and I'm glad I didn't have to do any jail time, because where we got flicked at was in Wyoming, and it was just no good. The whole thing was just all bad. Basically, I had to go through the young and dumb phase, and I get that, like I said, there's always room for improvement. So I salute to anyone who can either teach me something or interest me, because I'm very unimpressed by a lot of things, only because I've seen parts of the world. I haven't been outside the country, but um, I have been outside of my current state, if you will. So I'm definitely not impressed by a lot of things, and I made a video on that. Make sure you check it out if you haven't. Salute to all of the new subs. I'm just almost getting to. I want to say I'm like an hour away from home, so I'm not that far away now. But this traffic, it's not that bad here. I'll show you that. Yeah, it's really, it's not that bad at all. I thought it would be like worse, but my ETA is around like 12 o'clock. So I mean, I'm sliding. Um, but yeah, I've really been, just chilling. I've kind of been out the YouTube streets mix today, but I understand that everything is going to go up. But I do want to say salute to all my people, especially TPK. He helped me with the header, and just the people that I was able to network with, and the people that I'm willing to network with going forward. I get it. Everything is happening either, one day at a time or fast. It's either one or two. You can go to sleep or take a nap, and then you'll miss everything that happened, or whatever the case may be. But end of the day, all of the genuine people, I do salute them, because I know that they have something that they bring to the table, or something that you can actually learn from. So I'm not gonna hold you guys up. Like I said, Krista, if you're still in here, salute to you. Um, I want to say At this point, I'm like 50 minutes away, not that far away. But I want you guys to enjoy your night. I just wanted to stop by. I know I haven't did a live in a minute, so I just wanted to come on here and say what's up and salute to, you know, the real ones, because I get it. There's a lot of snakes in the grass, so yeah, I need to do that. But I'm gonna be ending this live. Somebody driving me something forward. But yeah, make sure you hit the notification bell. I'm gonna have some uploads. I might do another video when I get home. So peace.